What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to a very exciting and interesting Liverpool transfer news video, because the Portuguese news outlet A Bola is saying that Liverpool want to sign a Sporting left-sided centre-back Gonçalo Inacio, who is a Portuguese international, and they are reporting that Sporting Club de Portugal are already looking for centre-back replacement for Inacio, and they may even sign a replacement in the January transfer window. So that means that Inacio could be sold in January, and according to the reports, Sporting would accept a 45 million offer, which is euros, that's around 38 million pounds, plus another 15 million euros in bonuses and add-ons. So in total, with the additions, it's a 60 million euro deal, which seems like a lot, but that's like 48 million pounds. But just the base fee is 45 million euros, which is around 38 million pounds, depending on the euro-pound exchange rate. And Liverpool scouted Inacio when we were looking for a defensive midfielder, and we looked at Ugarte, who was playing at Sporting at the time, and we scouted Ugarte, and of course we scouted Inacio as well. And I mean, 60 million euros with add-ons and bonuses isn't so bad. As much as Liverpool need a defensive midfielder, if Thiago and Bajcetic come back fit and they can play the second half of the season, there is an argument to be made that we would have so many defensive midfielders, at least this season. Endo, Bajcetic, McAllister, Thiago, that's 4 options, and even maybe Gravenberch could play some games there. And then we could sign Inacio in January to get the move on ahead of other clubs, and we could give Inacio basically a bonus 6 months in the Liverpool setup, where he doesn't have to start straight away, he doesn't have to play straight away, because we would have Matip, whose contract is up at the end of the season, so Matip is leaving on a free transfer, so we would need to sign a centre-back in the summer anyway. Why not move that transfer forward like we did with Cody Gakpo, like we did with Luis Diaz? We both signed those players in the January transfer window, and Luis Diaz was already up and running in the Liverpool team when Sadio Mane left. Equally, Cody Gakpo was already up and running in the Liverpool side when Bobby Firmino left. I'm not saying that those were direct replacements, but Liverpool signed those kind of players 6 months early in the knowledge that Mane and Firmino will leave in the summer of that season. And the Goal news outlet is reporting that he could be the new partner for Virgil van Dijk. Liverpool are favourites to sign 45 million euro rated Gonçalo Inacio. Liverpool are favourites according to the news outlet. The Portuguese defender has grabbed the attention of several Premier League clubs, they are reporting, with his consistent performances in the Portuguese league and also for the Portuguese national team. Portugal qualified in emphatic fashion, scoring 36 goals and conceding very few goals in the qualifiers. And it was reported that Liverpool have made an inquiry about him in the summer, and they are in the process of identifying long-term replacements for Joao Matip and maybe Virgil van Dijk down the line. Virgil van Dijk looks imperious at the moment, but in 2 or 3 years Liverpool might have to replace him when his powers start dwindling. However, according to Sport Bild, Man United have pulled out of the competition to sign Inacio, which makes Liverpool the favourites in the race. Jurgen Klopp is a huge admirer of Inacio, and he is believed to be his preferred choice to shore up the defense. He's left-footed, he's very composed on the ball, and he can be a potential successor to Van Dijk in the future, which aligns with Liverpool's long-term plans. Liverpool recently sent scouts to observe Inacio's performance while playing for Portugal. However, it was relatively, uneventful, the Portugal qualifiers. Inacio's contract runs until 2026, and he has a release clause of 45 million euros according to the Goal article, but I heard about a 40 million euro release clause, which in August was bumped up to 60 million euros. So depending on which report you hear or you read, you can see different release clauses. Maybe different people have different information supplied to them, and that's why that is. But I'm sure that Gonzalo Inacio's agent or representatives will tell Liverpool what his release clause is and also what is a realistic transfer fee that Sporting would accept. And I'm hearing 45 million euros is a transfer fee that Liverpool would be willing to pay for Inacio, plus also that would be a transfer fee that would get Sporting talking and considering accepting a deal. Last season Liverpool's defense was pretty shambolic, mainly because of the midfield, but also because Gomez, Matip didn't have good seasons, Konate had injury problems, Van Dijk had injury problems, and Van Dijk didn't have as good a season as he's having this season. But this season Liverpool's defense is much better, and I think we are conceding a lot less goals. Looking at the expected goals against Telly, Liverpool conceded only 10 goals in 12 games, and some of them shouldn't have counted because of the refereeing mistakes. But Liverpool's XGA is actually 15.5, which only Arsenal and Man City and Newcastle amazingly post better numbers. So Liverpool on paper have the third best defense or fourth best defense in the Premier League, but actually when you look at the numbers of the goals conceded, Liverpool have the best defense in the league alongside Arsenal, and only Man City conceded 12 goals, which is more than what Liverpool conceded. So that is actually pretty impressive. And Liverpool started the season really well. Our only 2 defeats came because of big refereeing mistakes. And also, even though our away form on paper doesn't look great, if you factor in the fact that we played Tottenham and we lost that game in mitigating circumstances, similarly to Brighton as well. But the biggest test for Liverpool and their title credentials is the Man City-Liverpool game. If Liverpool can come away from Man City with either a draw or a victory, then we can start believing that Liverpool are ready to challenge for the title. But if we lose, and if we lose big, by big margin, like we lost 4-1 to Man City at the Etihad last season, that just showed Liverpool are never in the title race, and they weren't last season. This season we need to show up. The big question is how many of our South American players will be fit and ready to play, because they won't be well rested. They played a lot of minutes. Alisson played both games for Brazil, but he will probably start. But McAllister, Luis Diaz and Darwin Núñez, probably 3 of our best players in attack and midfield. I'm not sure if Liverpool will throw them in, but Jurgen Klopp will want to put his best possible starting 11 on the pitch. And thankfully Liverpool reported no other major injury concerns, even though Tsimikas wasn't featuring for Greece. He wasn't even on the substitutes bench. I'm not sure why, but Tsimikas actually detailed how Liverpool will approach the Man City game. He said, especially in home games, Man City are very strong, but we are Liverpool. We will go there to play our football, to give absolutely everything and to win the game. I think that's the only thing that matters in these kind of games, to take the 3 points. We will go there to fight hard and to try to win the game. Anything can happen in this game. I think it's 2 of the best teams in the world right now. I think the only thing we have to see it is as a final. To play our football, everybody knows in this club we play against a very tough team. They are always there. They win the Premier League, Champions League last year. They make the treble. I think this will be a very tough game. I think everybody is looking forward to the fixture, from the players and the fans. I think it will be a very tough game for everybody. I think both teams need the 3 points. So we hope we will be the team who takes the 3 points. I think everybody is absolutely focused and there to give everything and win this game. I think everybody works very hard for the goals that we set out at the start of the season. We go for everything that we can go for. We are still in all competitions. So I think it's very important to build the momentum again and start winning football games. I think we are in a very good shape. We have to play our football, to give everything, and after we will see what the result will be. But I like this ambition that even Tsimikas thinks that we need to go to Man City and try to win the game. But I think Jurgen Klopp needs to come out with a tactic that nullifies Man City's biggest threats. It's very difficult to defend against Man City. It's almost impossible to keep a clean sheet against them, and they haven't lost at home since maybe Brentford beat them at the end of last season, I think, at the Etihad. But yeah, let me know how do you see the Man City Liverpool game going. And I have to end this video here because I have to go do some errands, but I already recorded and edited a Liverpool career mode episode. It's rendering right now, so it should be out later tonight, so check back on my channel. I'm trying to bring back the daily uploads of the Liverpool career mode. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.